Remember, this data is maybe 5, 6 years old at this point, but there's almost 500,000 asthma-related hospitalizations per year. Emergency room visits, at least 6 years ago, totaled 2 million people. Healthcare costs are over $6 billion a year, and there's millions of lost work days. So if you start adding it up, it seems to have a lot of impact on our society. This diagram is from a survey called Asthma in America, and what it shows, they have 1,000 people that responded to the survey, and if you can figure out the text, it says essentially 77% of people had some experience with asthma, either through personal experience or knowing somebody or having had it or having it, etc. And there's not too many people. The vast majority of people, therefore, have had some experience with asthma. I don't know how many disease entities you can really say that about. Here's a photo of a little boy, I guess, with asthma. What it illustrates is, just think of this child, and he's missing school. His mother or father or close relative has to leave either work or home, so the home situation is now disrupted. Productivity on their own personal productivity is harmed, as well as wherever they're working, and the story goes on. So it's one thing, it's a family disease. Let's say they were planning on going to family vacation and the next day, and that's a call I know I'll receive. What can we go? Can't we go? Etc. And there's a lot of connotations to suffering from this. If you add it up from the pediatric viewpoint, you can measure what's called the burden of disease. Asthma in children is the most common chronic illness in childhood. And again, it's the highest ranking condition causing hospitalization in a child. It's also the number 1 illness associated with school absences. And as I was stating, it's almost universally has a major impact on the family in a negative way. What the National Institutes of Health, we have in our country, the U.S. government funds the National Institutes of Health. There's several institutes. The one institute called the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute created several years ago the National Asthma Education Program. And they came out with a book or a report in 1991. Then they revised it in 1997. What they did was appoint a panel of different specialists, allergy, pulmonary, family practice, pediatrics, internal medicine, nursing personnel, people from, I guess, pharmacology, and they created what we refer to as the guidelines. The guidelines are to help keep us on a path so that those numbers hopefully go down rather than continue to climb. It's not a law, it's not a standard of practice, it's strictly a source of reference for doctors to help organize them. This is a picture of the expert panel report 2, and I don't know